Treachery repeating in Kufa, in the place where Ali had been slain.
Karbala, your seeds are sown. Treachery repeating in Kufa, in the place where Ali had been slain. Karbala, your seeds are sown. Treachery repeating in Kufa, in the place where Ali had been slain. Karbala, your seeds are sown.
Kufans, you wrote to Hussein, inviting him to come and guide you. Muslim went there with young sons, his mission of peace and friendliness. Allegiances pledged to Hussein, your faith wavered, was brought away.
Karbala, your seeds are sown. Treachery repeating in Kufa, in the place where Ali had been slain. Karbala, your seeds are sown. Treachery repeating in Kufa, in the place where Ali had been slain. Karbala, your seeds are sown.
When the prayer finished in Kufa, Muslim glanced back at the crowd. At the start it was heaving, now it is so empty. Treacherous people, where are you? The ones who wrote to Hussein.
Karbala, your seeds are sown. Treachery repeating in Kufa, in the place where Ali had been slain. Karbala, your seeds are sown. Treachery repeating in Kufa, in the place where Ali had been slain. Karbala, your seeds are sown.
Honey, host of Muslim was found and was beheaded. Muslim, now you too they found. In no time you're chained and bound. Muhammad, Ibrahim, your sons, also martyred in Kufa.
Karbala, your seeds are sown. Treachery repeating in Kufa, in the place where Ali had been slain. Karbala, your seeds are sown. Treachery repeating in Kufa, in the place where Ali had been slain. Karbala, your seeds are sown.
What now is your final wish? Ziyad asked Muslim as he dies. But Muslim until the last tries to warn Imam of the treachery. But Ziyad ignores your pleas and Hussein sets out for Kufa.
Karbala, your seeds are sown. Treachery repeating in Kufa, in the place where Ali had been slain. Karbala, your seeds are sown.
Karbala, 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 Karbala.
Treachery plays on in Karbala, started by those in Kufa. Karbala, the tragedy. Treachery plays on in Karbala, started by those in Kufa. Karbala, the tragedy.
Al-Atash became a frequent cry, the desert's heat unbearable. Sakina told the tent to rest, my uncle Abbas will bring us water. Fell Abbas down from the horse, with no hands to protect his fall.
Karbala, the tragedy. Treachery plays on in Karbala, started by those in Kufa. Karbala, the tragedy. Treachery plays on in Karbala, started by those in Kufa. Karbala, the tragedy.
Kufans, now what have you caused? Akbar resembled a prophet. Tense with thirst, he asked Hussein, a drop of water would take me far. On the battlefield he had no fear, but he was struck down by a spear.
Karbala, the tragedy, treachery plays on in Karbala, started by those in Kufa. Karbala, the tragedy, treachery plays on in Karbala, started by those in Kufa. Karbala, the tragedy.
When Imam called out for help in grief, Asghar shook his cradle. A 6-month child suffered the thirst. Can you spare him some water? None would quench the infant's thirst. Hurmala gave him an arrow.
Karbala, the tragedy, treachery plays on in Karbala, started by those in Kufa. Karbala, the tragedy, treachery plays on in Karbala, started by those in Kufa. Karbala, the tragedy.
Over 72 close friends and kin had gone and never returned. I'm the grandson of the Prophet. You have seen him hold me high. What have we done to be massacred? Do you not have any conscience?
Karbala, the tragedy, treachery plays on in Karbala, started by those in Kufa. Karbala, the tragedy, treachery plays on in Karbala, started by those in Kufa. Karbala, the tragedy.